Let's read and answer very quickly. Number one,
Number one is C.
letter C, wrong. Let's read again.
Uh,
Remember to follow the rules. Find the subject, find the verb, find the object.
Object. Sir, undermined.
To
B.
underline, yes. To weaken something, to prove that something is wrong. Correct.
Uh, Wait, sir. I'm gonna need a notebook to write the meaning of some words that I don't know, so I'm gonna write this one here.
As you like, I send you booklet of vocab. Did you finish it?
Yes, sir. I didn't fully finish it. The first one that you ever sent me, I finished it, but the second one, no.
Do your best.
Yes, sir. Okay. Undermine to prove something wrong.
To weaken a point.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Now what is next?
For the six, I chose D. Correct?
Letter D, but no.
No?
Let's try. Always follow the same rules. They
Yes, sir.
are the two parasites. What they do for the resources. Subject, verb, object. From the
Object.
explanation, we found that when parasites come to environment, they destroy everything. They eat
Yeah.
everything and leave the host without food. It's called in English divert because it's not C or D, of course.
Sir, but isn't divert to divide from like the
Eh,
so from the syllable div?
Yes, well, divert here, the resources means they use the resources wholly and entirely and they live in the host without food.
So divert means here to use.
Heck, to use the resources, yes, or to exhaust the resources, to make use of all of it, or they share the resources with the host. That
Yeah.
means make starvation to the host.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And of course, literally it does not make sense because it's
What does squander mean?
squander means waste.
Okay.
Now, what is the next?
Let me check. For seventh is C.
Letter C, it is correct.
Okay.
Number 8.
Number eight. Let me check. I chose C.
Function, and it is C, correct. Yes. The longer matters to me, that means you have hope to know something. Good. Right. Next.
Okay. Next is A.
Letter A. No, we need to read again.
Okay. Then it's
It's what?
B.
And now letter B is correct. Need to present specific reason for the effect. Now, how did you know its reason? He said this resulted in, look,
Yeah.
effect. Good job.
Yes. Okay.
Now poetry, that you love it.
Uh, so 10 I didn't really solve because couldn't find an answer, but can I try now?
How you didn't find the answer? Let's read.
Uh, I was confused between two answers actually, but let me read it again.
Let's try.
Okay. C.
Can be letter C. But here he said remains. So he does not recollect or recall or remember about difficulties only. But he shows apathy, indifference. This means he
What
doesn't
does this word
care.
mean?
Indifference?
Reminiscence.
It's from the word remind. He just like remember the past events about past. Recalled, remember, recollect the past actions happened.
Is it a verb?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
it's from the verb remind. Like
Okay.
when the poet remind or recalled the past events happened to him. But here we have a problem. He said they depict the poet's indifference. He does not care about the difficulties due to his love for travel. Look, let autumn follow me. You know autumn. Where I
Yeah.
have killed I linger, no problem. Silence is a bird on tree, biting the blue finger, white as meal, warm the foresight. No, to autumn I will yield, I will not surrender. Yield? Surrender in English. Or submit, you
Yeah.
know? Sub
Yeah.
or subject. I will not subject to autumn, and I will travel whatever the conditions of weather is. You know, not to winter even. I will not. I will travel in winter or autumn. That means here he doesn't care because he loves the travel. That's what.
Because he loves traveling?
Yes.
But sir, but I don't see like where it shows that he has love for traveling in this poem.
Look, ma, this is a trouble linger.
Linger, what is linger?
Ma, that is. So why don't you check up your dictionary?
I was
Mr. Google, why, my friend? Linger,
I
it's
was testing
word.
myself.
Yeah, linger, it's a common word, means to know when you travel over where you wander, you know it? Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it means to stay in a long time in place, then you travel.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means we have two meanings. To linger is to stay a long time in a place, like that, where I stay a long time for in a field, and then I will go to travel again. So he said, I will not surrender. I will not stay without moving. I will travel in autumn and winter. Something else can help you. To remains, it means you are talking about past. Something happened to you. We don't have any past tenses here.
Mm.
Look, it's a present linger. Let autumn fall. You see, I will future. So reminisces here, the writer used the past tenses. You know, something happened to him as he sit faced for the past, right?
Yeah.
But what means inclement?
Um,
So that means use an application or a website or dictionary to help you. To inclement just like very harsh, severe weather. Oh, that is correct indeed. But we don't have those. The new world just like fears. Something you don't like it. Yeah, but he said not to autumn I will yield. So I will not yield to autumn.
yeah.
That's right. So literally is the best. Now let's jump.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, the next one I chose D.
It shows deep, but no. Let's try.
Okay. Or can it be A? Because the first sentence says malice, so maybe malicious.
But what's true? He was almost always malicious. Always?
He might have detected a spark of malice. I don't know. Okay.
The problem here in letter A, he said he looked up with a smile, in which an onlooker might have. Might here it means a possibility. Perhaps you have a spark of malice, but he didn't mention it's always. It might. Feel.
Yeah.
We have here in this sentence, and yet few persons who knew him would have hesitated to allow to his nervous, suffering visage a certain indefinable charm. This is proved for letter what? Letter C. He appeared older than he was. You see, visage your appearance, suffering, indefinable charm. He became old or not. So this is could be. How did you know
Yeah.
he was old? Look, he was a slight man of middle height and of no apparent distinction. His face was all of its petulant lines, lassitude, and ill health.
Yeah.
Look for between two dashes to emphasize the wear and tear of 40 years having done with him the work of 50. He looks like 40. See, his age is 40, but his face looks 50. He is
Oh, okay.
getting
That's
old
what.
too much. This is lassitude and else struck one who saw Philip Rainham for the first time.
Yeah. Sir, I noticed that this whole paper, this whole PDF file, it's very, very more difficult than the other papers that we usually do.
No, no, it is the same. And the same words,
See?
but we need to master the Latin root. Any word that has mal equals something bad. Something doesn't work well, like maltreatment,
Yeah.
malfunction, lace, hook, lashes. But the problem about the words in answers, it was distinct from other. Do we have comparisons? No. Do we have inner growth? No.
Mm.
Found that. So that's why I
Yeah.
find evidence. And the same questions is true. What is already mentioned in the text. Now let's go. Number 12.
Number 12, I chose D.
Letter D. No. Let's read. Remember the conflict? Internal conflict between him and himself.
C?
Letter C is the best answer. Now, what is the conflict? The conflict, as I told you, we have two opposite feelings. She like to talk to someone, and at the same time, she's afraid to talk to.
Yeah.
So this is conflict. That's why. Now, the next.
Mm.
What is the answer?
The next I chose D.
Letter D is correct. Support the claim. That's brilliant. Always find the keywords of the claim can help you. For example,
Yes.
job. Now,
For the next one, I chose C.
there is a voice, but no C. Based on these facts here, Let me help you for this question.
Yes, please, sir.
It is a language of infographics. When I tell you only estimates, it means we expect it to be more than that.
Yeah.
So when you conclude, it could be more. Look for the language in letter D. After the four extinctions, most were lost. But look here, lowest. How lowest? He said estimates have been arrived by using fossils records. And he said here extinction figures. Look for the trap.
Yeah.
Big numbers lost. And he said this is mere. This means at least. That means when we conclude more than that. So how can we say lowest? And he said here's all of them, not one of them. Look, he talks about one.
Yes.
But in the conclusion, all, not one. Feel it like here, one of them, but here, for all of them. And the language of most for the mere language. So letter D, good conclusion, right?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Now 15, what is your answer?
15, I chose B.
No, we need to read again.
Okay. I suspected that it's not correct.
No, support conclusion. Find it.
Okay. Is it D, sir?
So letter C.
Yeah. C and C.
Why not A?
Um,
Look, genetic diversity is more pronounced, being evident, high in cases of reproduction when it happens enter. And what it happens enter is higher in hybrid zone than in a non-hybrid. So enters for in hybrid zone. Yes or no? Look, he mentioned here the chance in this sentence to tell you about enter refers to the hybrid zone. So chance of enter is more in, as he mentioned, genetic diversity. It happens enter specifically than when it happens intra. So that means it's a hybrid, not
yeah.
non-hybrid. So that's a support A, right?
Okay.
Letter C is obvious,
Yes.
none. So be careful about the comparison, can help you. Now, number 16. Fourth.
Number 16, I chose C.
Now the letter C, but let's read again.
Mm. This is very hard.
No, very easy, try.
Is it D?
Letter D? No. Look for the existence of this microbe. It's a conclusion about this microbe, not about other species.
Hmm.
So no D. But why you didn't focus on the existence of this microbe in such ocean parts will help the ocean act as better natural carbon sink
Yeah.
when the effects of global warming become more pronounced in the future. This microbe can help us, so can sequester carbon, even as oceans become acidic. No sequester?
Yeah.
Rob, what means sequester? It's a common word in science. When you sequester something, you try to, to isolate it, for example, or to hide away something,
Hmm.
or to hide away something. But that
Yes.
just means this is a microbe can hide the carbon, so the carbon is not emitting in atmosphere, so there's no problem to global warming. Right? As you mentioned, it's better at natural carbon sink. This can help us in global warming. One of the ways to protect global warming Earth. Right? So let it be correct. Now
Okay.
let's jump. What
Okay.
is 17?
17 it shows A.
Letter A? No, let's read.
Okay. Then it should be B. B.
Letter B? No.
Ah, okay.
For letter B,
Then,
always focus on incomplete. I said here about the evidence. So we need
then
some.
D's. D?
So remember, extant birds are. So letter D, it's a correct. That's all I'm idea. Depends on all the pieces of evidence given there.
Yes, sir.
The event was complete. He said that means we are not sure about that. So nor the purported extension event, nor complete, nor catastrophic event was the sole cause. Because I have another one. Feel it?
Yes, sir.
That's my idea. Number
Yes, sir.
18.
Number 18, C.
C. No, my
Yeah.
friend. It's I.
Mm.
Remember, therefore.
Letter A, sir.
Letter A? No.
Oh my God, sir. Okay, what is the answer? Wait. Sir, it should be D.
Why do you think letter D?
Because it's the only possible conclusion.
Let's try. He said in legal proceedings. That means you don't care about this social contract. You see?
Yeah.
He said here, it exists because human agree it exists. The concept that one person can murder another person or one infringe, break the rules, or take freedom from someone, while killing or snatching an article from the other is a reality independent from human interaction. He said here, this is something is different of human interaction. So in legal proceedings, in legal discussions, in courts, in a judgment court, we don't follow the social construct. We don't follow people accept it or not. Wrong is wrong, correct is correct.
Yes,
Look
sir.
for letter D, objective reality, not subjective about people accept it or not, becomes the basis for offering judgment, regardless of it's subjective or not. So subjective means people accept it. Like you say for example, no problem. One can steal for food and drinking because he is poor. Okay, but in law you
Yeah.
will make all the people steal for food or not for food. This is called the subjective, your personal opinion, your bias, your preference, your feeling. But in law, in legal proceedings, and the proceedings, it means in legal judgments, in legal decision making. Proceedings means the consequences of legal court um, cases, for example. We don't follow the social constructs. That's why. That's why he
Yes,
said
sir.
independent. So be careful about objective, subjective. That's why. But the
Yeah.
judge conflicting? How? Judge does not conflict. Always full objective. Law is law. Rules is rules. Now think about the next until I send you the link.